In Germany, there is a village where houses were not built. They have no foundations. They have no outer walls. They were slowly carved into a rocky hillside. Here, in the 19th century, entire families lived inside the mountain, not by choice, but because they had no alternatives. This village is called Langenstein. It is located in Germany, near Halberstadt, on the edge of the Harz Mountains. Today it is a quiet, almost anonymous place. But in the mid-19th century, Langenstein was a destination, a place where work attracted people, but space was lacking. Germany was changing rapidly: industrialization, urbanization, demographic growth. But not everyone benefited from this progress. Many farmers lost their land. Unemployment rose. Entire families were forced to move, searching for work and a place to live. At that time, Langenstein offered agricultural work, but it did not offer enough houses. The manor and the lands around the village belonged to the Rimpau family. August Wilhelm Rimpau was looking for stable labor. Families arrived, but there was no space to accommodate them. That was when the local council noticed something unusual. On the edge of the village, the hill was made of soft sandstone, a rock that could be carved. The idea was simple and radical. Why not live directly inside the mountain? It was not a public project in the modern sense. There was a lottery. Only some families obtained the right to dig. Each of them began to build their own home with their own hands. After working in the fields, in the evening they returned to the rock, and they dug. On average, it took a year and a half to complete a dwelling. At first, people slept under makeshift roofs in front of the entrance. The cold was a powerful motivation to finish quickly. Inside the rock, however, something unexpected happened. The porous sandstone protected from wind and rain. Humidity remained in the pores of the stone. Heat was retained. These houses were cool in summer and surprisingly warm in winter. They were not makeshift shelters. They were homes designed to last. The interiors were simple but well cared for. Essential furniture, tallow lamps, wood-fired kitchens. Families built many objects themselves: shoehorns, mortars, kettles. Even coffee was prepared by toasting barley. The fireplaces were separate from the kitchens to retain heat longer. Toilets were outside. A hard life, but organized, and above all, stable. There is a detail that still surprises today. Above these houses, livestock grazed. Cows and animals kept the grass low, and without knowing it, they protected the roofs. Excessive vegetation would have damaged the structure. It was a perfect coexistence between human, animal, and rock. The last inhabitant of the cave houses of Langenstein died in 1910. The dwellings could not be inherited. They returned to the municipality. The world was changing. Modern construction advanced, and this way of life slowly disappeared. Not because it had failed, but because it was no longer needed. Today, many of these houses are still there, open to visitors. Silent. They do not speak only of poverty. They speak of adaptation, of ingenuity, of human beings who, when pushed to their limits, did not conquer nature. They simply lived within it. And you, do you think we would still be able to build like this today?